Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright, today's content, we're going to talk about Chucky Schumer, Majority Leader in the Senate. He's still having issues getting the gun bills passed, and quite honestly, no, the math has not changed. It is interesting, though, if you'll notice how the narrative is changing so quickly. In fact, today, in the wake of Colorado, I was looking at the news sites, and a lot of them aren't covering it as much. So I wonder what could have happened. I don't know. You can leave it in the comments field below what you think, or what you think of this video, because this is crucial, guys. This is a very good video for what we are currently going through. Before I get too deep into it, I've got an amazing article we're going to touch on. Thank you for stopping by. This channel is growing at a very fast rate, and it's because of you guys. And first, I just want to say thank you for those of you who have subscribed. And if you are thinking about subscribing, we try to earn every subscription. We would love you to join. We're going towards 350,000 subscribers by June 1st. We're on goal, but we'd love to have you along the ride because this gun world is going through an evolution and we are on the spear point of it. And we'd love to have you along. But enough of that. Let's jump into exactly the situation we got here. All right. This is the article I've got for you, and it'll be in the notes below the newsletter sign up that we always have. Schumer to hash out gun control plan after mass shootings. Okay, that doesn't sound too promising, but wait until we get in here. Wait until the end, because this is very crucial. It's a good one for you guys to share and build some encouragement across the board. Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer, Democrat in New York, says he will discuss the Senate's plan for addressing gun violence with Senator Chris Murphy and other colleagues in the wake of mass shootings in Boulder and Atlanta. Schumer says his preference is to focus on legislation to expand background checks for gun sales, though he isn't ruling out additional legislation to limit the sale of high-capacity magazines and assault-style weapons. Those aren't going to happen. Okay, so he's catering to his base, but he's being very careful in his words. I'm going to continue. The House passed two gun control measures earlier this month. That's H.R. 8 and 1446. A proposal to require background checks for all gun sales and transfers, and a second to give the FBI more time to conduct background checks of people who are flagged by the National Instant Check System, NICS. But the legislation is already running into trouble in the Senate, where centrist Senator Joe Manchin has raised concerns. Okay, so that's very important. This is coming from the Hill, okay? And Chuck Schumer is addressing what's going on. They are in the exact same position they were before Boulder, before Atlanta, and they're getting frustrated. Let me show you, and this is funny where they go now. Asked about Manchin's comments, Schumer repeated, "I'm going to sit down with Murphy and others and we're going to figure out the best path forward." Completely ignored the question. "We will put these bills on the floor. I've said that and it will happen," he added. Okay, again, avoided the question. But the Democratic leader hasn't spelled out the floor agenda for the work period scheduled for when the Senate returns in mid-April after 2-week Easter and Passover recess. Asked if gun control legislation would come to the floor in April, Schumer said, "There's a whole lot of things we want to do." Interesting. Here's the rest of the quote. "We still have a lot of sub-cabinet people to confirm. We have judges to confirm. We have a lot of bipartisan legislation that's being talked about," he said. "And we have a lot of bills that came over from the House that we want to put on the floor and get votes on and hopefully pass them. But Schumer promised there will be a gun violence debate on the floor sometime soon." Okay, listen. Does that sound like they have confidence in a mandate from the American people? I know that a lot of you are worried about Biden doing an executive order to ban guns and ban magazines and do all these things. I can't tell you if that will or will not happen, but what I can tell you, if that man does an executive order which violates the Constitution, it will not happen. His presidency will be over. He will get nothing done going forward. They will lose massive amounts of support in the House and the Senate next election cycle. And they have no prayer because it's going to be overturned by the court or the next president. So I'm going to dive into that a lot deeper in another video. But where we're sitting at right now, I know that threat of executive orders is looming. Focus on Schumer. Okay, this is a huge thing. And this goes back to the impact that you guys are having. And we're doing this together. He literally just said, when asked if they're going to put gun bills on the Congress, on the floor of the Senate, when there's a shooting 2 days ago, and he says, "Well, there's a lot to do. I mean, we got judges and bills and cabinet positions and stuff." But what was the question? Guys, I'm telling you, the math has not changed. They would not be using this language and this focal point. They would not be using these quotes if they did think they had it. This is something that we need to keep pushing on. This is where we are showing our advantage. The system that was put in place by our founding fathers is giving people trouble 200 some odd years later because they can't overcome the controls they put in place. This is a big deal and we're making an impact. Each one of us, every single time we do something that's positive towards the Second Amendment, we are making that impact. And this is how it shows when we see people who have all the power in the world not being able to do what they want to do. Keep the faith, guys. Keep focusing, and check back in here tomorrow because I'm going to do even more. I've got so much content, it's ridiculous. But until tomorrow, I'm Braden. I'll see you later.